Entering team select screen. The Los Angeles Rams, the home team, are selected. Ready.
Welcome to Sunday Night Prime Time. We'll get our first look at Matthew Stafford as a Ram, taking on a familiar foe in the Chicago Bears. It's the close of football on this opening Sunday, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. So happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points.
Entering play call screen.
And starting to catch up.
Kickoff middle.
Rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Quarterback Matthew Stafford bringing out the LA offense. And Stafford, of course, all those years in Detroit, and now in his first season with Los Angeles.
And what big news it was back in January when news leaked out that Matthew Stafford...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 9. Edge blitz 3.
Piece to the puzzle as they seek a Super Bowl title. Over 45,000 yards passing as a Lion, but not a single playoff victory in his entire tenure. The Rams general manager has said he can envision Stafford staying 5 to 8 years, which would take him into his 40s.
Throwing on first.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. He'll be dropped.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He gets 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. So defensively here, you've got Matt Stafford at quarterback. Now, we know he's been in the league a long time, but still getting accustomed to playing in a Rams uniform. So what's your biggest key to stopping it?
Well, normally you would say with any quarterback, it's pressure. Number of hits on him in the pocket, keep knocking him to the ground. But Matthew Stafford's one of the toughest quarterbacks in the league. He just keeps picking himself up and firing downfield. To me, is that...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away.
R1 button.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
And just a few years after the Bears made a big move at quarterback, taking Mitchell Trubisky, They did it again.
Entering play call, on plan, player, error, formation, concept, option, run, option, with pass, stick, error, stick.
So they needed some production. Justin Fields, 63 touchdown passes his last 2 years at Ohio State. They're expecting him to be their guy for the future.
Square button, triangle button.
That's complete right side.
Cross button.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. But there you go.
Entering play call, stick. There are 4 categories. You have 16 up. Play call, play call, play call, play call, play call, stick. Ohio spacing, concept, medium pass. Smash. There are 13 categories. You have 30 options. Bench is selected. R1 button. Square button. R1 button. R1 button.
For Fields to turn, and down he goes. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit.
Entering play call, smash. There are 13 concept. There are 9 formation. There are I-form, single back, wing tight, zone weak, PhD stretch.
Play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Cross button.
They were
R2 button.
first time with David Montgomery. A very tough run, but for a pretty short game.
Entering play call, wing tight. There are 10 categories. Parallel LT.
A 3rd and 10 situation.
24 zone. Play call. Play call. Formation. There. Concept. There. Play type. There. Concept. Keep pass. Verticals. There. T attack. Triangle button. Triangle button.
That's the tight end, Jesper Horsted. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A very solid gain of 27. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Entering play call, puck backslide, concept, play type. There are personnel. There are 1 RB bar 2 P, 2 RB bar 1 T bar 2, 2 RB bar 2 P bar 1 W, 2 RB bar 1 T bar 2 WR. Pro. There are 3 categories. You have 9 options. Goals is selected.
Now it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Cross button.
Now Montgomery
R2 button.
Micah Kaiser was in on the tackle.
Entering play call, pro. There are 3 categories. ISO.
Big tackle.
Passes.
Ended up
ISO. Power post.
Carry.
ISO.
Designs on that one being bigger.
Power post.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Triangle button.
They'll fake the handoff now.
Cross button.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Entering play call. Play call. Fix spike 3. Personnel. There are favorites. There are recent plays. Coach suggest. On plan. There are player. There are David Montgomery. Darnell Mooney. David Mesh.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button.
James has got it. Complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Charles
Entering play call, David Montgomery. Player, there are formation, there concept, there play action, pass, screen pass, run, option, quick pass.
The right choice or not.
There are quick slant.
The Bears made moving up from number 20 to number 11 to get him. Not a huge jump, but still a striking play by them. And definitely a splashy pick for this team. And they have to hit
circle button, R1 button.
Only one other draft pick on day 2, and that was
cross button.
Bears. Cole Kmet, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pat attempt is selected.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Khalil Mack. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
You say Khalil Mack and offensive coordinators get very, very nervous, and there's another example of exactly why. 9 sacks in 2020. He's been named to 6 consecutive Pro Bowls and been an All-Pro in 2 of the previous 3 seasons in Chicago.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
60 Mike.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get a running back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
R2 button.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Entering play call. On plan. There are 9. Darnell Mooney. David Montgomery. Allen Robinson. Allen Rob. Pa X burst. Quick slants. Triangle button.
A play fake now. Field.
Triangle button.
That's complete to Mooney. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Another completion there. And you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Entering play call. Allen Robinson. You have 6. Player. There are 9. Cat formation. There are I form. Single jack. Winged. Mesh. Zone thick jack. Hot jet sweep. AHP stretch.
He ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Now a give running Montgomery. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.
Entering play call. Wing tight. There are 10 categories. You have 9 options. HB stretch is selected. Play call. 24 zone. Play call. Play call. Quick fade.
Many times
HB misdirect. Quick
just get your
fade.
feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
R1 button.
Back to
Cross button.
on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard.
Entering play call. Ace. There are 10 categories. You have formation. There are 9. Concept. Medium pass.
Guessed correctly.
Quick pass.
Move the ball
Stick.
on the
There
ground.
are stick.
Honed in on it
Y
and
stick.
stopped him. Mark
Stick.
that down for a win
Slant
in the defense's column.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
R1 button. Triangle button.
Now to throw.
Triangle button.
Open
Cross button.
at the tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray.
Entering play call. Stick. There are 4 concept. Medium. Deep pass. Verticals. Verticals. 4 verticals. 4 verticals.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Cross button. Cross button.
Here's Fields.
R1 button. R1 button.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up.
Entering play call. Concept. There are 9. Play action pass. Screen pass.
Turn the tide.
Run. Screen pass. Bubble screen. RPO or but RPO red but RPO red. RPOs. RPO red. Run. Inside zone. There are 11 categories. You have 29 options. Zone week is selected.
2nd and 10. Montgomery back to the ground.
Cross button.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Entering play call. Inside zone. There are concept. Option. Quick pass. Medium pass. Quick pass. Stick. There are 4 quick slant. Circle button. Cross button. Square button. Cross button.
Here to Allen Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Entering play call. Concept. There are medium pass. Play type. There are option. RPO. Special. Pass. Run. Option. RPO. Special. Pass. Quick fade. Skip. Slants.
4 yards remain for second down.
Cross button.
Outfield.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Entering play call. The pass. There are 6 categories. Play type. There are 9. Run. Option. RPO. Special. Pass. Personnel. There are 9. Play type. There are concept. Medium. Keep pass. Play action. Screen. Play action. Do. There are 2. Plus print HB flat.
Pass. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Circle button. Triangle button.
And this incomplete. Oh, no.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 38 yards is selected.
And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On second down, back to Henderson. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He nicely bit off.
On plan. There are formation. There are 4. Split. LB fire.
Stafford on 3rd down. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there. And they get the first down.
Entering play call. Split. You have 9 options. Crash free is selected.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, You're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Entering play call, split, you have 9 options. Crash, formation, there are 7 categories, you have 8 options. 4 is selected. Nickel. Dime. Prevent.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Trying to drop it in there, but it's Desmond Trufant.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the
entering play powered next spot.
Down
PHP powered out.
You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they?
R1 button. Cross button. R1 button.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have gun plan. There are 9 player. There are David Montgomery, Darnell Mooney, Alshon Jeffer, Justin, Alshon Jeff, Pajay breaks, flanker drive. Square button. R1 button.
Shotgun.
R1 button.
Fields.
R2 button.
Play to his tight end, Komet.
Entering play call, Alshon Jeffery. You have 10 options. Padu is selected.
One in the draft, the first tight end off the board. Florida's Kyle Pitts at number 4 to Atlanta. The first tight end taken in 2020 was this guy, Cole Kmet, number 43 overall. Really started to come on.
JL break screen.
A good grab there for a first down.
R1 button. Circle button. Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. R2 button.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's up.
Entering play call, Alshon Jeffery. You have 10 options. Padu is selected.
8 yards on the first down completion.
JL break screen. Player. There are 9. Formation. There are goal line.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
I form. Single back. Wing tight. There. Zone weak. Wide drag wheel. Zone weak.
2nd and 2.
Cross button.
And off comes to Montgomery.
Triangle button.
And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 4.
Entering play call, wing tight. There are 10 categories. You have 9 options. Zone read is selected. Formation. Concept. Play type. There are 9. Run. Option. Run. Inside hand. Empty NAHB plunge. Zone weak.
It appears that he's
empty NAHB plunge.
Long to get out here and take off.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Triangle button. Cross button. Cross button.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Entering play call, play call, play call, play call. Play type, there are personnel, there are 1 RB bar 2 key, 2 RB bar 1 T bar 2 WR. Pro, there are quick slants.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2.
Entering play call. Pro. There are 3 categories. You have 9 options. Curls is selected. Quick slants. Curls.
Now a give, right side.
Button.
It's Montgomery, and able to get a couple as he's across the...
Entering play call. Pro. There are 3. ISO. Collect post. 26 U. Convex. Processors.
Now you get
personnel. There are 2 RB bar 2 key bar 1 WR. 2 RB bar 3 key bar 0 W. 3 RB bar 2 key bar 0 W. Special team. 1 RB bar 1 T bar 3 WR. Tight Y off. Bench switch. Stick.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Cross button.
A give. This is Montgomery. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach.
Entering play call. Predator. There are 3 categories. You have 24 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
Mistake is there only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about.
Cover 1 hole. Hold strike 2.
And
Cover 1 Robert press. Seam flat.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Entering play call. Predator. There are 3 categories. You have 24 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Stafford. And this one incomplete.
Entering play call. Predator. There are 3 categories. You have 20. Play call. Play call. Tempo 2. Cover 2 man.
Find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted.
R2 button.
By Khalil Mack. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
Entering play call, over. There are 3 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
Good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford here, coming off his pick six. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he goes out right around.
Entering play call, over. There are 3 categories. Formation, concept. There are 7. Zone blitz, cover 4. Zone blitz 2. Zone blitz, sting pinch zone.
Gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example.
Entering play call, zone blitz 2G. There are concept. There, cover 1. Man blitz. Cover 3. Cover 3. There are 9 categories. You have 31 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Stafford. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And that's going to make it 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Dash corners, AHB stretch.
They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
R1 button. R1 button. Circle button.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 3 options. Punt left is selected.
The kickoff for Chicago.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's taken on the 25. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
There we go.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7. Over Storm Brave. 3 Samuel Blitz.
Over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. On plan, there are 7 categories. Defend medium pass is selected.
With his 4th franchise in his 14th NFL season, but this one, a homecoming a little bit. He grew up in Long Beach, so playing for the Rams seems like a natural. Picks up a first down with that catch there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 47 options. On plan, there are formation, there are time, prevent, goal line, special, 3 to 4, 4, nickel, 3, cover 2 man,
Not helping him
middle
much.
third.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Eddie Goldman with a sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Entering play call, 3, 5. Well, there are 4 categories. You have 27 options. Tampa 2 is selected.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. They're staring up at a 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Entering play call, 3, 5. Formation, time, prevent, goal line, special team, 3 to 4, 4, nickel, 3, 5. Cover 2 sink, buck slant 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. A gain of 6 there on first.
Entering play call 3-3-5. Well, there are 4 categories. You have 27 options. Tampa Q is selected.
Both know the quarterbacks love these large body
slant, cover to sink. Red only double bus.
Wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Entering play call 3-3-5. Well, there are 4 categories. Cover 1, over storm brave, corner blitz free. Cover 6.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
At the 15-yard line.
Entering play call 3-3-5. Well, there are 4 categories. You have 27 options. Corner blitz 3 is selected.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Henderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish.
Entering play call 3-3-5. Well, there are 4 categories. You have 27 options. Over storm brave is selected.
But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and
Spread.
6. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're
Entering play call 3-3-5. Well, there are 4 categories. You have 27 options. Over storm brave is selected.
there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one off.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
On plan, there are 7 categories. Defend medium pass is selected.
A 35-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So if you factor the safety, this is going to be a 5-point swing all told.
And if you're winning, I think you say fine by.
Entering play call, special teams. We have 6 options. Return left is selected.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Cross button.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead.
Entering play call, on plan. Player, there are 9 formation. There, goal line, gun.
Game helps
Weak.
us out. But at the end of the day,
Concept, there, option, run, run. Inside zone, there are 11 categories. You have 29 options. Zone weak is selected.
They'll start on the ground.
R1 button.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 20.
Entering play call. Inside zone. There are 11 category. Concept. There are 9. Formation. There I formed.
Last year,
Weak.
the expansion from 6 to
Concept.
7
There
teams.
option.
Making the
Quick pass.
This year, they had
There are
an edition of a
quick slant.
17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it
Cross
is.
button.
So the
Circle button. Square button.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Aaron Donald showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
13 and a half sacks in 2020, which tied for second in the NFL behind T.J. Watt of Pittsburgh. We're getting to that territory where we're starting to take this man for granted. Defensive Player of the Year, 3 out of the last 4 seasons in the NFL.
Entering play. Quick slant. Stick. X slant.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
James has got it.
Cross
Complete.
button.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagonal.
Entering play call. Play call. Play call. Ohio's pacing. Slot hook.
Absolutely absurd. Next
W are sticking out. Slot hook.
23 miles an hour on that one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cross button.
From the gun,
R1 button.
Fields.
Cross button.
Off to his running back, Cohen.
Entering play call. Spacing. There are concept. There are 9. Play type. There are 9. Option.
There and
RPO.
in a young
Special.
life, that
Pass.
first NFL start.
Screen pass. Jail break screen. AHB slip screen.
Under a microscope in this first month or so. What do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, is what they can teach him, right? How
Triangle button. Triangle button.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. The big fella. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3.
R2 button.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to.
Entering play call. Play call.
Number 1, because
Play call.
error is starting
Play
to
type.
slip
There
away.
are 9.
Now it's down to
Personnel. There are 9. Favorites, their recent play. Coach suggests, gun plan, their player, their Justin Cole Komet, Khalil Herbert, Cole Komet, Justin Fields, Cole Komet, Cole Jet Sweep, Y-Stick. Cross button.
Play fake, now Fields to throw.
Square button.
He finds his man.
Cross button.
It's James. And he'll get this up past.
Entering play call. Wilcomet, who had 52 options. Player, error. Khalil Herbert, Allen Robinson, Allen Robinson, Experts, quick slants.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Circle button. Circle button.
Well, this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
It's almost not fair when you talk about Allen Robinson to talk about how dependable he is, but that's a great word for him. Last year, first time he's gone over 100 receptions in his career, and he makes a nice catch there for a first down.
Entering play call, Allen Rock, player, there, formation, concept, there, play type, there are no, concept, medium pass, smash, there, pop power, oh, bench, corner stops. Cross button.
First down.
R1 button. Cross button.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell, his second sack of the night. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Entering play call, smash, concept, there are formation, there are I-form, weak, I-form, single pet, special, single pet, wing type, mesh, AHB stretch.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Cross button.
Now again.
Cross button.
It's Montgomery. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do.
Entering play call, wing type, there are 10 category, formation, there are 9, player, there, plan, player, there, David Montgomery, Allen Rock, Allen Robin, Allen Rock, Pa Experts, quick slants, Pa end around sift, quick slants.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Cross button. Cross button.
Action. It's Fields.
Triangle button. R2 button.
To the tight end, James. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to
entering play call, Allen, Pa Experts,
season. The advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Pa Experts, quick slants. Pa end around 6, quick slants.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Entering play call, Allen Robinson, player, there are David Montgomery, Mesh, AHD stretch, Mesh.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well.
R1 button, R1 button, R1 button.
Here in week 1.
R2 button.
To his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route.
Entering play call. Player, error, on plan. Player, Darnell Mooney. David Montgomery. Darnell Mooney. Corner stops. Jet sweep. Podgeek curl. Bench switch. Podgeek curl.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Cross button.
Play action, Fields.
R1 button. Triangle button. R2 button.
By Mooney. 9 yards to pick up.
Entering play call. Darnell Mooney. On this direction. Player, error, Alshon Jeffrey. Justin. Alshon. Pajay break screen. Flanker drive.
61 catches on the season. There's another one there, this time for a first down.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R2 button.
Catch. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over.
Entering play call. Alshon Jeffrey. You have 10 options. Pagod is selected. Player, error, formation, error, not, concept, keep pass, play action, screen, run, option, quick pass, stick, error, quick slant. Square button, circle button, triangle button.
Heavy rush and down he goes.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's
entering play call. Stick error for categories. You have concept, medium pass.
This is just complete
pass.
Domination.
Medium, keep pass. Verticals, there, T attack. Potassium. Verticals.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Cross button. R1 button. Triangle button. Cross button.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 38 yards is selected.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
In the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford going up top for Cup. And this is incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But he could not pull it in.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion, Set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
R2 button.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. He's been effective so far.
Entering play call, slot outs.
Second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Olivier Vernon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 6 options. ISO is selected.
Telecast of the new season. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Dak Prescott, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Next, we head off to check out another game, and it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. James Robinson, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we'll have fans at Allegiant Stadium for the very first time. What a night it'll be. Ravens, Raiders, live from Las Vegas. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot, and they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. It's
entering on-plan adjustments. Screen run inside is selected.
Likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Defend outside run. Defending. Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back under the second half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit.
Entering play call. On plan. There are 9. Formation. Concept. Play action pass. Deep pass. Medium pass. Quick pass. Stick. There are quick slant.
Opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
R1 button. Square button. Square button.
That's complete to Mooney. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
R2 button.
Oh, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Santos now to add the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On first down at Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Bilal Nichols. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Bilal Nichols, his second sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Well, they did go run, so you were right. Maybe a little more breathing room for 4th down.
Well, no one wants to be accused of playing it safe, right? But instead, they would just reverse it and say, we're playing it smart.
Entering play, gun plan, there are formation, there concept, there are 7, man blitz, cover, zone blitz 2, play type, there are favorites, there are 7 categories, you have 2 options, cover 1 contain is selected. Recent plays, there are 7 categories, you have 9 options, cover 6 will is selected.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here.
R2 button.
By him. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to get going again.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again.
Entering play call. Coach suggests. On plan. There are player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. I form. Single back. Wing tight. Mesh. Zone thick jet. Hot jet sweep. Jet sweep. Parallel LT. Hawaii drag wheel. Y stick.
Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To Montgomery to begin. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram 10.
Entering play call. Wing tight. There are 10 category. Formation. There are 9. Concept. There are 9. Median pass.
But when that guy
pass.
breaks tackles,
Stick. There are 4 categories. Stick.
they almost
Y
feel
stick.
like he's one
Stick.
of them, and they
Stick.
really embrace him.
Spacing switch. Y stick.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Circle button. Cross button.
Here's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
For Fields to turn, and down he goes. Micah Kaiser coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Entering play call. Play call. Double slants.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Cross button. Cross button. Cross button.
Under pressure, they got him again. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Count is selected.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Get out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Stafford now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Woods. And they get him down the 9.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7. Cover 4 drop showed you.
A 1st down L.A.
And that's a 1st down for the Rams after the catch there by Robert Woods. And he's coming up with back-to-back 90-catch seasons. I've always admired his game. Throw it to him, hand it to him. He blocks downfield. A complete receiver that doesn't get...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 cover 1 contain.
Another attempt.
Cover 1 robber.
And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down, and this one incomplete as well.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And it's taken in. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. The Chicago offense set to get started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position.
Entering play call, punt plan, player, there are 9. Justin Fields, Cole Kmet, Khalil Herbert.
You want to get out
Khalil Herbert, kick punt sweep,
maybe take command of
boot
this
slide,
yourself.
FD dive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
R2 button.
Opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of...
Entering play call, Khalil Herbert. You have 5 options. Kick punt sweep, boot slide.
Excellent block.
Player, there formation, there are Hail Mary.
Really nice run.
Goal line, gun, weak, I form, single back, wing tight, there, mesh, zone fake jet, Y stick, zone, mesh, AHD stretch.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Back to the ground this time.
R2 button.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call, wing tight, there are 10 categories. ROLT.
And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Jet sweep, zone fake jet.
Linebacker
Formation, I form.
Scrimmage. Absolutely no
Player, there are 9. Allen Robinson, Allen Robin, Pa X burst cross, jet sweep, AHD dive stick. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Entering play call, Allen Robinson, player, there, formation, concept, medium pass, quick pass, stick, there, quick slant.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Square button,
Fields.
R1 button, R1 button.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Entering, quick slant.
Pass protection has been a problem all
R1 button,
as they come
circle button.
2nd and a bundle.
Square button, R1 button.
Sack. Fields.
R2 button.
Here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Entering play call, stick, Ohio space, stick, Ohio spacing, concept, play type, there, run. Inside handoff, there are 7 categories, you have 55 options, zone weak is selected.
3rd and 3.
They'll run it. Here's
the button.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories, you have 12 options, punt is selected.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
And the timing a bit off that time.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
So he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked
off.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you think he personally...
Entering play call, coach suggestions, shock H option, on plan, there are player, there are 9, formation, there are 9, concept, medium pass, quick pass,
It's almost like you're driving.
Quick slant.
10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive.
Square button. Square button. R2 button.
Touchdown! Allen Robinson. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Power is selected.
They're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Cross button. Square button.
Keep it himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard two-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Rams offense getting the football back.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, Henderson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. And he gets this to the 35.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestion. Overload 3.
On first down, Stafford here. That's taken in by Henderson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 11 now. Now a handoff. Henderson.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7. Michael 0.
To your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Entering play call. Coach suggest. On plan. Formation. There. Time. Concept. Cover 3. Cover 6. Cover 6. There are 9. Cover 6 press.
They'll run on first down. It's Henderson, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Entering play call. Cover 6. There are 9. Cat. Play call. Play call. Play call. Cover 2 man. Cover 2 man.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Entering play call. Cover 2 man. There are 9. Concept. Play type. There are 7. Favorites. There are 7. Recent plays. There are coach suggestion. On plan. There are coach suggestion. Michael 0.
Haven't been available to
Safety strong 3. Outside 3rd.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Straight rush.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
entering play call. Play call. Play call. Concept. Play type. There are personnel. There are 9. 1 RB bar 2 T bar 2 WR. 2 RB bar 1 T bar 2 WR. Pro. There are quick slants.
First down, here's
Cross-cutting.
Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Entering play call. Personnel. There are favorites. There are recent play. Coach suggestion. On plan. There are 9 category. Player. There are 9. David Montgomery. Allen. David Montgomery. Allen Robin. Allen Robin. Pa Experts. Quick slants.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
A play fake now.
Triangle button.
Over the middle.
Button.
That's Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mark that down as a pickup of 13. In the
entering play call. Allen Robinson. You have 66 options. Player. David Montgomery. Darnell Mooney.
They almost become
David. Allen Khalil Herbert. Ultimate. Justin Fields. Justin. Shovel option. Red option. Shovel op. Red option. Shovel option.
This one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go option to the short side.
Square button.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
Entering play call, Justin Fields. You have 12 option. Red option. Player, Cole Kmet.
A huge gain, but
Khalil Herbert.
hard it can be to stop him.
Allen Robinson Allen Robinson. Pa Expers. Stick. Upon backs wide. 4 verticals. Pa and arounds. 4 verticals.
Tough guy to stop.
Square button. R1 button. R1 button.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
After what they
entering play call, Allen Expers cross. Quick slants.
Measure revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Off play action.
Triangle button. R1 button.
It's underneath to Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Entering play call, Pa Expers cross. Player, there, David Montgomery, Darnell Mooney. Pa misdirection. Pa expose. Corner stops. Jet sweep. Corners. Quick fade.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. R2 button.
By Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's
entering play call, Darnell Mooney. You have 82 options. Pa expose cross is selected.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Square button. Circle button. R1 button. Square button.
Got it. Complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Entering play call. Darnell Mooney. Player. There. Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey. Body BL post. Flanker drive. Slants middle.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
Entering play call, Alshon Jeffrey. You have 10 options. Pa boot is select. Pa jail breaks. Seam divide. Slants middle. Cross button. R1 button. R1 button.
Jeffrey with a catch.
R2 button.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise.
Entering play call, Alshon Jeffrey. You have 10. Player, there are. Formation, there. Concept, there. Option, run. Screen, run. Inside, AHD inside zone.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Cross button.
Montgomery.
R2 button.
And touchdown Bears.
Touchdown, Chicago.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Right now.
On first down, it's Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You're making plays on the football.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2 yards, good enough for a...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Bilal Nichols in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
On the draw, this is Henderson.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods, 55 yards. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
R2 button.
Comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just
entering play call, post field drag, 0-1 trap, smash drive.
They can't touch the ball.
Circle button. Circle button. Circle button.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll get this up past.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. On plan, there are 9 categories. Grounding, coach suggestions. On plan, there are player. There are 9 categories. Justin Fields, Alshon Jeffer, Justin, Cole Kmet, Khalil Herbert, Allen Robinson Khalil Herbert, FD dive.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
R2 button.
Running back. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Entering play call, Khalil Herbert. You have 5 options. Kick punt sweep. Kick punt off tackle. Player. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. Hail Mary. The whole line. Concept. There. Option. Quick pass. Stick. There are 4. Quick slant.
To the challenge.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Square button. R1 button.
Looking left side of
R2 button.
That's Robinson.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Entering play call, stick. There are 4. Concept. There are 9 categories. There are formation. There are I-form, single back, wing tight, mesh, AHB stretch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Cross button.
Now Montgomery.
Cross button.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock.
Entering play call, wing tight. There are 10 categories. Formation, player, there are punt plan, player, Allen Robbins, Khalil Herbert, Khalil Herbert, fake punt sweep, fake punt off tackle, FD dive, fake punt FD pass, FD dive.
2nd down at 5.
Cross button.
Gonna get
button.
Tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up.
Entering play call, Khalil Herbert. You have 5 options. Fake punt sweep.
Brings up
fake punt off tackle. FD dive. Fake punt off tackle. FD dive. Fake punt FD. Boot slide. Fake punt FD dive. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
Now keep it on.
Cross button.
Herbert. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll.
Entering play call, fake punt sweep, player, Allen Robinson II, David Montgomery, Darnell Mooney, Alshon Jeff, Pajal break screen, Padu DL posts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cross button.
Play action. Fields.
R1 button. R1 button.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns.
Entering play call, Alshon Jeffrey. You have player, there are 9. Justin Fields, Alshon Jeffrey, Darnell Mooney, David Montgomery, zone fake jet. 24 zone, MTNAHB plum, 24 zone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They run. Montgomery.
R2 button.
The 25. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sideline.
Entering play call, mesh. AHB stretch. Sprint HB. MTN counter. AHB stretch. MTNH. Zone split WK. M24 zone open. Cross button.
1st down, they run again.
Cross button.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 66 options. Zone weak is selected.
School football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
Pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. Zone fake jet. Zone weak, mesh. 24 zone open.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
Entering play call, player, there are not Darnell Mooney, David Munt, Allen Robin, Callow Herber, Cole, Callow Herber, Callow Herber, he punts read, public slide, FD dive.
And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Cross button.
They'll try and run.
R2 button.
1st and goal. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he did.
Entering play call, Callow Herber. You have player, Allen Robinson, Callow Herber, Cole Kmet, Justin Fields, Alshon Jeffrey, Darnell Mooney, David Montgomery.
Coming right back with a running
David Montgomery, mesh,
to the air.
AHD strip, pass print, MTN cap, pass print, zone fake jet, AHD ins, zone split double, 24 zone open.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Cross button.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd. Do you go?
Entering play call, David Montgomery. Zone fake jet. Zone weak.
Play action
mesh.
since you ran it twice.
24 zone open.
I think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Cross cutting.
Once more.
Cross cutting.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Pad attempt is selected.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Santos kicking off for Chicago.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
This would start for him. You just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen, simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now a first down throw, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to get a good gain of...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 40.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
With a space in order.
Cover 6.
But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Entering play, gun plan. There are formation, time, prevent, goal line, special, 3 to 4, 4, 4, nickel, 3, cover 4, cover 3, cover 2 man, cover 3 sky.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Entering play call, over storm rave.
It's gone in the frustration.
Overload 3,
which is evident.
Cover 2 man.
This team,
cover 2 man.
Put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have production, gun plan, player. There are Darnell Moon, David Montgomery, zone fake jet, 24 zone open.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery, and he only manages a couple.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 66 options. Zone fake jet, AHD stretch, MTN MTN counter STR, AHD stretch,
even snap,
MTN counter STR, AHD zone WK.
And taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Entering play call, zone fake jet, zone weak. Player, there are Darnell Mooney, David Montgomery, zone fake jet, 24 zone open, MTNH, 24 zone open.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Back to Montgomery. Second down.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third.
Entering play call, David Montgomery. You have 60. Player, there are 9. Formation, there are. Concept, there are. Medium pass, quick pass. Stick, there are. Quick slant.
He looked like one of those guys.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Square button. Cross button.
We'll get that
cross button.
In commit. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Entering play call, stick. There are 4 categories. Concept, medium pass, quick pass, stick. There, quick slant.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Cross button, R1 button.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver.
Entering play call, stick. There are quick slant.
Coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Circle button. Triangle button.
Fields. There's Moody with another catch.
Button.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use.
Entering play call, stick, quick slant. Square button. R1 button.
Hit as he throws there.
Entering play call. Stick. There are 4 quick slant.
Oftentimes you hear this
Concept. There are 9. Formation. There are 9. Player. There are Darnell Mooney. David Montgomery. Mesh. 24 zone open.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. A give.
Button.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat here in the opener.
Post-game report players'
Get back
stats.
to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.